everyone. So today we are starting our decluttering, organizing, deep cleaning journey around here. You know, we do this. I haven't done this. I think I've been neglecting my house now for I do general cleaning, but like decluttering, getting in there, going through everything. I don't think we've done this in 2 years. Some areas longer around here. I am ready to make some decisions. There are so many life changes I've gone through, body changes, all sorts of things like that. And I'm honestly just so tired of feeling overwhelmed in my closet. And I don't know if anyone else is hitting this breaking point right now, or maybe you've already hit it and you've already done this, or maybe you're on that path and you're like, I'm just so over it. I'm with you. Or I'm just now making this decision. You're like, welcome to the club, ghoul. I know, I'm here. I've arrived. So we're going to go in this closet. We're going to do some major decluttering, we're going to probably do some similar organization as I've done over the years and cleaning and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to decluttering, I'm ready. This closet clean out is going to look a little different this year. I'm going to try some new things. First and foremost, I am kind of on a random time schedule. I'm just doing this between nap time or anytime there's like a free, even 5 minutes. Maybe my mom comes over, maybe Dallas is playing with the kids. And sometimes I might be able to do longer stretches, like an hour or two. But I used to be able to, I would set aside a day or two and just take all day long, empty out my whole closet. And now that is so unrealistic for my life. So this is a huge change for me. We're going to see how it goes. So if you're also in the same boat where you're like, I just feel very overwhelmed, I don't even know where to start. And maybe you have little slivers of time. If that's where you're at and you want to conquer your closet or any space in your house together, we can conquer this together and learn from each other, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie. And I'll let you know what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and what I would change in the future, all that along the way. And another thing that has changed since the last time we've done a closet clean out video, pretty much everything. My lifestyle, my body has changed since having 2 kids. Everything just sits a little bit different. Maybe you can relate, maybe you've had kids, or maybe just general aging, or just body changes over the years, weight gain, weight loss, the combination, whatever it is. I feel like our bodies change and we hit that point with our closet where we need to try on a lot of clothes to see if anything still fits. I'm there right now. Usually I'm like, oh, I know everything in my closet fits. Now I'm like, who knows? Does it fit? Does it not fit? To make my life easier, I went ahead and pulled some of my tried and true bras that I know I can grab. I know they're gonna fit. I'm gonna feel good in them. I know my ghouls are gonna look good in them. And that way I can just grab them and throw them on whenever, depending on what style I'm wanting to wear, or if I need a little lift or whatever it is. I have all my bras laid out. So I'm gonna show you what I got, because they're all Skims bras. And by the way, this video is sponsored by Skims. So thank you, Skims, for sponsoring this video. Let me show you what I got. All right, so here are the bras that I pulled for when I try everything on. I have my Skims Fits Everybody t-shirt bra. This is my tried and true, can wear it with anything. T-shirts, sweatshirts, bodysuits, whatever it is. This is just one that goes with everything. This is the one, she's holding my life together. I'm gonna put that out there. I also grabbed this ghoul. This is new to my Skims collection and I am obsessed with this bra. This is the Fits Everybody Lace Unlined Scoop Bra. This bra is so pretty with the lace. This is such a cute little Valentine's Day number. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I picked it out. But I wanted to grab this one because it's unlined, but it still gives this really good lift. I don't know what kind of sorcery is in this bra. It gives lift without a really thick, kind of molded cup. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful on. Anyways, that's besides the point. I grabbed it for some more of my tops where I don't want a molded cup. I also grabbed my Skims Fits Everybody push-up bra. I love this push-up bra. It is so good. It's not too much, but gives you just enough lift. And so I grabbed it for my tops that are a little bit lower cut, or where I just want more shape, just more of a rounded shape, and I need that little extra something. So I set aside these bras so I have some variety. I can just grab them really quickly, try things on, and I'll know for sure if I'm gonna feel good in them, because I always feel good in these bras. So if I'm not liking the top I'm wearing, then it's the top. I already know it. We can move on and move quickly through this. Anyways, you can shop my favorite bras and underwear at skims.com and make sure you let them know I sent you. Select YouTube in the survey and then make sure you select my channel in the drop down menu that follows. Anyways, that being said, let's jump into this video. I'm gonna meet you in the closet. We're gonna do a little before so I can show you how It's not the worst it's ever been, but it's also not the best it's ever looked. So I'm going to show you what the closet looks like right now and a little bit kind of what I'm aiming for with this whole situation. So I'll meet in the closet. Here we go. All right, here is the before of my closet, and we are back, everybody. We're back with another closet disaster. It is, I'm pretty sure the only reason it's not 100 times worse is because I can't even find clothes in here. Everything is so jam-packed that I have to basically manhandle my clothes just to find one single individual shirt in here because everything is so smashed together. So my goal in this video is to at least, I know it's still going to look full in here, but I at least want more space between the hangers so I can easily find clothes. And I can feel good in anything that I find in my closet. So that's a goal. Everything fits and I actually like everything and enjoy wearing everything in this closet. That's the goal. All right, so let's get started. We got to start somewhere. Where are we going? Oh, we're starting here. I'm starting in the all black everything part of my closet. Every once in a while, you'll see a little Wednesday Addams-esque color in there, but for the most part, this is all black clothing. So not a lot of graphics or prints or what am I thinking of? Patterns, just black blouses, bodysuits, sweaters or sweatshirts. I don't know. You never know what kind of spooky situation you'll find in here. But I'm going through all my black clothing first. I know everyone is different when it comes to decluttering. I've tried it all different ways. I've tried to kind of work my way into a decluttering mindset by starting with clothes that don't really excite me, like the ones that I know I'll get rid of. And sometimes that inspires me to get rid of more. But I kind of do the opposite, so I know everyone's different. I get decision fatigue very easily. So I get tired of making decisions after so long. So all of my energy, my decluttering energy happens right away. It's like a burst of energy and then I start burning out. So I like the easier decisions at the end. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going through every item of clothing. I'm touching it. I'm looking at it. I'm kind of playing around in my head, like, when's the last time I wore it? That's kind of hard for me, that question, because I had 2 kids in 2 years. So a lot of these items I haven't worn in 2 years because I was pregnant, my body was changing. So my approach was a little different this time around than previous closet cleanouts. So if you're going through something similar, it doesn't have to be having kids. It could just be a life change of some sort or body change or whatever. I feel like this can kind of get difficult because you're thinking in your head, am I going to wear this 5 years from now? Am I going to eventually like this? Am I going to eventually wear this? So I was trying to ask myself, do I even like it now? Because if I don't even like it now, it's not my style anymore, then I'm definitely not going to wear it in 5 years when maybe Dallas and I get out a little bit more. Maybe we go to concerts again or start doing some things that we haven't done in the last couple of years. Am I even going to want to wear this? That's kind of what I'm thinking in my mind as I'm going through it. And I know I've mentioned it in the past, and a really popular approach for a while was Marie Kondo's Does It Spark Joy approach, where you look at a piece and you think, does this make me happy? Does it spark joy? Do I feel good in this? And then you pay attention to your body language, your facial expression. If you're frowning, if you are kind of like, or whatever kind of expression you have, follow that because that will kind of lead you in the right direction. And I personally love that approach because I feel like it helps me refine my closet. If I walk in and something's not my style anymore, I will feel some sort of like I'll make some sort of face or just like, I don't know. And then I'm like, oh, wait, there's my answer right there. If I feel like that putting, like just holding it up, I'm not going to want to put it on and wear it. So it's time to let it go. So there's always that if you're looking for some sort of decluttering tips. But one that I read recently that I just read it today, actually, it's so funny. Somebody mentioned this poop. I think it's like a poop test. I don't know what, you guys. Apparently, there's this whole new method of decluttering where you ask yourself, if there was poop on this, would I wash it or would I throw it away? And then if you're going to throw it away, get rid of it. If you would wash it, keep the item. But this does not work for people like me who I would just burn it all down. Like if there's poop on it, and I know I even have kids and there's poop on everything at some point, but even then I'm like, no, absolutely not. This chiffon top with poop on it, does that even come out? I overthink it, so I just don't even go there. I can't think about poop on stuff because the whole reason I don't wear this stuff right now is because I don't want to get poop on it, you know? So longest story longer, just do the best you can in the time slot that you have. That is all I got. That's the only advice, because I was breaking this up in, like, I'd run in my closet and grab something for 5 minutes and throw it on the bed and go through it really quickly. And then I'd come back during nap time. Lachlan gave me a good nap, everybody. He gave me a solid 2.5 hour nap. And of course, Dallas was dadding during this too and had Lucian and Lachlan, so I could tackle this closet. So this whole thing didn't happen without a lot of help, because there was no way. Lachlan is getting into everything. He would have been into everything in this closet. Anyways, now I'm just jabbing my jaws. We've gone on a million side quests, side thoughts at this point. I feel like this is more of a podcast right now rather than a video actually talking about what I'm doing. But anyways, longest story longer, I moved on at this point to the other side of my closet where I have some color. I do have some color, acid wash, gray, and white items too. And here I'm going through a bunch of my HO7S shirts and checking the size, because I did borrow some sizes from Dallas's side of the closet when I was pregnant. So here I'm going through and checking to make sure I have all the sizes that I want in the different shirts. And then you can see that I'm setting things aside in piles. So I have my yes pile that has everything that's still on a hanger, so I could just take it right back into the closet and hang it up. And then I have another pile of things I borrowed from Dallas's side of the closet that I still left on hangers. And then I have my no pile that goes in a bag. It goes directly in a bag, ready to be donated. And then I set aside a box of things that I think I'm going to put up on my Poshmark eventually. I was on the fence on whether or not I was going to do this, because I'm like, man, when am I going to do the Poshmark and run the store, and then you got to pack things up and send them out and the whole thing. But you know what? It's extra steps is what I'm saying, when I can barely get through my closet as it is. But some of the items are really cool, and some of them have never been worn. They have tags or handbags and shoes that have never been worn because maybe they didn't fit me ever, stuff like that. And really cool brands, really cool things. I don't know. So I set aside a box just in case, but I gave myself only one box. I was like, this is one box, so it's not going to take up a ton of space. And I'll let you know when I put those up. It's not going to be super soon, but I'll let you know when I put those up on Poshmark, just in case you're interested. But some of the stuff is so cool, I'm just never going to wear it. And yeah, so here I am once again, just going through everything and narrowing it down. And I'm going to have a lot of clothes. I feel like this is a process. In my mind, I was like, man, I'm going to get through this and I'm going to eliminate everything. I'm going to have nothing left in my closet. And then I got into it and I was like, oh, well, maybe it's not going to, I still got rid of a lot, but I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't get rid of as much as I thought. And I think where I run into roadblocks, I don't know if anyone else is like, I think we're all a little bit like this. I have multiple moods where I have my super casual stuff that I wear, the really casual stuff that, gets boogers on it 5 seconds after I put it on. And then not my boogers, but my kids' boogers and maybe some of my boogers, who knows? Okay. Anyway, then I'll also clean and that kind of stuff. It's more my loungewear, housewear kind of stuff. And then I have kind of the next step up, things I will go, I don't know, I might go to a family barbecue and wear something, or I will wear it more like out, like when I'm out Halloween hunting, I might put something, sometimes I will wear just my biker shorts and an oversized t-shirt, but other times I might wear something a little cuter, like overalls and a little cute bodysuit with it or something. So I'm kind of have that next tier up. And then, here's me taking out more clothes, everybody. There's more clothes. I'm just sitting here jabbing my jaws at this point, and you can watch this all unfold. And then I have the next tier that's more stuff that I wear when I'm filming maybe a haul, or filming in my studio, or filming maybe decorating, because I like to dress up a little bit, maybe my little witchy garb, and decorate, and those types of things. Or maybe I wear it to a concert or dinner or something like that. A little bit of a step up. And then I have my stuff that I wear to weddings or funerals, that kind of stuff. So I don't know and then we also have all 4 seasons in good old Kansas, everybody. So when you got all 4 seasons, you got to give yourself a break. If you feel like you're just overwhelmed, sometimes, and I know some people put away their winter clothes for the winter, but I don't know. Here you might have a tornado and snow in one day, and then it's 90 degrees the next day. You never know what you're going to get here, but regardless, I like to keep my full closet active with everything out. But I guess I could always break it down by season and do it that way. But
Anyways, it's hard to make decisions when you have so many seasons and so many different occasions. And what I tried to do was just narrow it down. Like, I don't need 10 dresses to wear to a wedding. I maybe go to a wedding once every 5 to 10 years. I don't need 300 dresses for one wedding. I just need a couple of tried and true options for, maybe one for a fall wedding and one for a summer wedding, or a couple for a summer wedding and a couple of options for a fall wedding. And then I kind of just go down the line. Like, how many black blouses with ties in the front do I need? So I kind of tried to make a decision on, okay, 2 is okay. 10, maybe not. Maybe you don't need, and I'm not telling you what to do. Do whatever makes you happy. But I'm just saying that I'm trying to narrow it down, and it's hard, everybody. It's so hard. And I'm not gonna wear biker shorts and a band tee to a funeral. You know what I mean? So I have to keep some of that stuff in my closet. And also, if I ever get back, I used to love to get more creative with photos and stuff like that. So I had some tops and things that were way over the top for photo purposes and kind of more costume looking stuff. So I put that kind of stuff aside in a box and with my costumes, and I have them in case I need them. So I know in my mind if I want something to wear that's a little over the top for a photo or a video concept or something, then I can go to that box. So that's kind of what I treat it more of like a costume, because I'm not going to wear it day to day. So I got rid of some of that stuff. Didn't get rid of it, but I put it somewhere else where it belongs. And I'm going to keep it in my office actually to where I can have access to it. Anyway. Here, I'm just continuing to get everything out of my closet. I grabbed coats. I'm grabbing hangers. I'm trying to get to these drawers down here and declutter these. These things annoy me. This is where I made probably the biggest difference, because these things, once again, every time, they're always overflowing, always cramped. And I didn't get more crop tops or biker shorts or anything like that. I have the same ones, but somehow it ends up a disaster. I think I kept too much over the years. I've slowly been liquidating, but I just needed to, I'm not wearing crop tops anymore. The days are done. I'm done with my crop top days. So I did keep some that were for undershirt purposes, or kind of almost, what am I thinking of? Slips, but not a slip, but something I could wear under a sheer top of some sort. I did keep a couple. I kept a white one, a black one, and a gray one. And that's what I and then I also kept a couple camis in case that are, little spaghetti strap tops that I could wear underneath some of my sheer stuff, because I don't like to let it all hang out. I like to wear something underneath. And so I kept a black one and a white one. So I really narrowed it down here, and you'll see half the drawer is completely open. So I have room for activities, which I'm not going to. Part of this whole process is not buying, I guess not, what am I trying to think of? I'm trying to be more mindful about what I'm buying. Quality pieces, timeless pieces, less trendy. Of course, I'll have some campy Halloween stuff in there. I always like buying stuff like that. But I'm trying to hone in on what I'm buying and not bring as much in, because that's where I also run into a problem. I don't know if you're also like that. I feel like when you're like that, you just know, I know the problem is bringing more stuff in, and then you run into the same thing over and over again. So I got to keep it contained, keep up with it. I know consistency is key with everything, but whatever. I'm not a motivational. I'm not a motivational speaker, everybody. I'm also not a motivational speaker. Anyway. All right, moving on. Here, I'm wiping out these drawers, getting them all cleaned out. And with this section, I was going cabinet by cabinet. Each cabinet has 2 drawers, because I was entering into, I don't know how much more time I have left territory. So I think it was end of nap time at this point. And so, or maybe it was right before lunch. I can't remember when it was. But anyways, I went cabinet by cabinet instead of taking everything out of all the drawers. I just tried to do what I could, because that way, after I decluttered, if I needed to throw everything back in really quickly before I fold it all up, I could at least get it out of the way instead of having a huge pile of clothes that I had to deal with later. Anyways, here I was folding everything back up, and I like to do a variation of the Marie Kondo method, where I like to fold everything pretty uniform and she's got this thirds method. I don't know if you Google it, there are videos and photos of it, but I find it works because everything is it keeps everything lined up in a drawer, and they hold up nicely. So they don't fall all over, flop all over, and they hold shape. And so that's kind of what I do. So I just fold things up and put them in this drawer. And the before and after on this one is so satisfying to me. Look at that. There is a whole section on the side for activities. And we're moving on to the bottom drawer. This is my leggings drawer. And I got these little drawers from IKEA, by the way. And once again, folding things, kind of Marie Kondo stuff. I'm not as structured with it. Like, I kind of just work as quickly as I can. So it's not perfect. Marie Kondo talks about when you set it down, it should be able to stand up on its own. So that way, when you take something out of the drawer, it doesn't fall all over the place. But I don't have time or patience for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So I just try to I just want it to look uniform. I'm just going for the aesthetics because I can see everything all folded up in the drawer. So that's more of what I'm going for. So I just fold the leggings in half, then I fold them in thirds and then put them in the drawer. And so you'll see here, I'm putting my black leggings, my faux leather leggings, and then I kept a couple of Halloween leggings. I have a couple of Halloween things in there. And yeah, but I don't have things piled on top of each other. This is going to be way easier to maintain. I got rid of a lot in here to where they're not all smashed in. So that's what it looked like before and after. Moving on to, this is my workout drawer with all my, this is supposed to have just workout tops and bras in there. And do I work out right now? No. But am I going to? Yes. Exercise is really important to me. I've just been so bad about it. I'm going to get back into it. So I don't want to get rid of all my workout clothes just because I'm not working out right this second, because I need to exercise, everybody. All right, anyways, I'm just going through all this stuff and just sorting through it. Honestly, I had to try on all this kind of stuff. So I tried it on. I didn't try it on camera because a lot of it's sports bras and stuff like that, and sausage casing. I'm going to be honest, it was really tight. And here are all my workout pants and workout shorts. I knew I had to try these on because I had no idea what fit and what didn't fit, and also what's my style, I mean, I do wear a lot of workout pants, yoga pants, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, leggings, whatever you want to call them. Wear a lot of that kind of stuff. But some of the stuff, it just wasn't my style. Like hot pink leggings, probably not going to wear them. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to wear them. And ones with stars, maybe, I don't know. So I kind of stuck with what I grab when I'm looking. And I had one pair that I wear for yard work and that kind of stuff. So I'm going through all my leggings here, and then some stuff just didn't fit at all. Anyways, here I am folding up my sports bras. Once again, kind of going for somewhat of I'm sure Marie Kondo could do this perfectly. Not me. I'm just folding them to where I can stack them, like I mentioned, in the drawer to where I can see them. That's my main goal, is to be able to see everything in my closet, hanging up in drawers, no matter where it's at. When I open a drawer or walk into my closet, I can find anything without having to dig through things or manhandle the hangers over, like maneuver the whole closet pretty much over to the side just to find one shirt. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm trying to make my life easier, and I was ready. So here I'm putting away my sports bras and some of my workout tops, and I thought I wanted to store things by outfit because I have a couple matching outfits, workout outfits. So I was like, maybe I want to do like put the outfits together so then I know what goes together. But then I was like, no, because I wear the leggings separate sometimes from the tops. So I ended up just putting the tops on the top and putting all my leggings on the bottom because I had some room down in the bottom drawer for more leggings. So that's what I ended up doing. So this is the bra and workout top drawer. And then I folded up my leggings and lined them up in this bottom drawer. And I folded these leggings the same way I folded my other leggings, where I fold them in half and then I fold them in thirds. And then I put them away based on, like, I have all my black leggings and then I had some pattern leggings and then went by color. And I didn't have I had all this room for activity. So I ended up moving the whole lineup to where I could easily grab them. So I liked it this way because I can grab my leggings as I go and I don't have to reach back and grab anything. So I thought this turned out, I'm so happy. I have more room for activities. So I love it when there's extra space in there. I never thought I'd say that. Anyway, so here I'm just taking out more things out of my closet. And these dang shoe boxes, I bought these off Amazon. I talked all about them in one of my closet organizing videos and they all collapsed, fell apart. They are the biggest waste of money. I am so mad at these things. They were horrible. I don't know if anyone else got these. They have some really nice ones at Costco I'm looking at, but I ended up getting rid of so many shoes that I don't even need extra boxes. So I'm hoping it stays that way. But I didn't need a bunch of extra boxes for shoes, but I saw some nice ones at Costco if you're looking for some, but don't get the Amazon ones. They were so bad. Unless you had good luck with them, then I'm not going to tell you what to do. But man, I had horrible luck with them. I don't know if anyone else got those and they were terrible, but man, they were terrible. Okay. Anyways, here I'm cleaning everything. I'm taking out my handy dandy Dyson and getting everything all dusted off and wiping everything down with my Mrs. Meyer spray, you know, my favorite. And I'm wiping down the walls, I'm wiping down the shelves and getting everything nice and what am I trying to say? Smelling fresh? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And I've got a bunch of marks on my wall. I need to paint this closet. I've been talking about this for years. I'll probably never do it, but I'm not sure if we're going to get a new closet built because I've had the worst trouble with this shelf that I'm putting all these clothes back on. It is hanging on by a thread already. We have put so many screws. We tried everything. And I don't know why this dang shelf isn't like, well, it's because I have too many clothes. I know that, but it should hang clothes. That's what I think they're for, but I don't know. Anyways, I might get some built-ins or have somebody come quote me on something. I don't know. And if we do that, then I'm going to paint it. But I just don't know if we're going to do that right now. I'll see how long this shelf hangs on. If you watched, I can't remember what vlog it was, but this whole area fell off the wall. And it's about to fall off again because watch me put all these clothes back on. Okay, so here I'm putting my clothes on. And what I like to do, I've talked about this before, I love when am I organizing? That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, longest story longer, I like to go by color. So I do a whole rainbow kind of color. I mean, I don't have that many colors, but I go red, orange, yellow, green. Like I do the whole Roy G. Biv. If you know Roy G. Biv, you know. And it's basically just red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And then I go into whites, and then I do patterns, and then I go into grays, acid wash, and then black. And that's kind of how I organize my closet. But I'm thinking I might change this. I know. I'm not sure yet. I might experiment with it first, then see. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But I might go within each color. I might go by season within the color. So I have all my sweatshirts together and sweaters and long sleeve stuff, and then have all my short sleeve and tank top. I already do that. But I was thinking, what was I thinking about earlier? I was talking to myself in my head and I was telling me, I think I was going to split this area into two and have one side be all winter and fall. And then the other side would be more summer. So tank tops and t-shirts or lighter materials to where when I go to pick something out in the summertime, I'm not sorting through or sifting through a bunch of sweatshirts and sweaters and long sleeves when I know I'm probably not going to wear it if it's going to be 110 outside. You know what I mean? Even though it's always fall inside, but I can always deal with that later. And as you can see, I still have a lot of clothes as I continue to hang up more clothes, but the space between the hangers, I've noticed since I've done this, has made all the difference. I can now pick out what I need. If I wash something, I can immediately put it back. I don't have to maneuver a million things to shove it in there. Everything fits nicely. Everything has a place. I'm loving this. Even though I still have a lot of clothes, it's a huge difference. Okay, here are these dang boxes again. But these dang boxes, look at these. They're like, I taped them. I tried to salvage them and I threw them away. I feel bad about that. I recycled them. I'm sorry. They're plastic. I recycled them, but man, I feel bad about that. I don't like wasting anything. And these were just terrible. And I tried to make them work and they just would collapse and they were horrible. Anyway, here I'm going in. Got my handy dandy Dyson. I'm getting the floorboards and I'm going to move these cabinets out of the way and get those floorboards. And I'm also going to wipe everything down, spray it, wipe it, get it all nice and fresh. I also wipe the floor here because I'm going to mop later, but I'm not going to mop underneath these cabinet thing, so I just went ahead and wiped the floor area around it. And I don't carry everything out of the closet and clean everything at the same time. Here I've been breaking it up into pieces, so I did the shelves and all that kind of stuff at a different time than I did the floorboards and the floor, and I kind of just move the cabinets around and work around them, so that way if I need to come to a stopping point, I don't have a bunch of random cabinets everywhere in the middle of the floor or out in my bathroom or wherever. I can just slide them back in and return to what I was doing when I come back. So that's what I did a little bit differently. I even did different parts. I cleaned different parts of my closet on different days. So you'll see the other side of my closet I'll clean here the next day. Or the next outfit you'll see me wearing. So here I'm just finishing up, wiping down all the nooks and crannies. I apologize, by the way, for my hoarse voice. If you're wondering, Ghoul, have you been sick again? Yes, again. After the New Year's plague, I got another New Year's plague. So we're on sickness number 310, and my voice is still recovering, but we shall persevere through this voiceover, everybody. So hopefully you don't mind a little raspy voice happening. Anyways, here I'm just putting back my jackets. And these are mainly jean jackets, leather jackets, blazers, kind of lighter jackets. All my heavier coats I moved to the coat closet. And then a couple of skirts here. I ended up getting rid of a lot of my pants and skirts because they just didn't fit anymore. So away they went. I'd rather have the space than have a bunch of stuff here that doesn't fit me. So we moved on from that. Okay, now we're moving on to the purses. We're displaying. We got my black purse collection, just displaying some of my spooky purses or just mystical, magical purses, gothic purses, or purses, Halloween purses, all the purses in this area, just arranging them, displaying them, making sure they're easy to see so I can always grab what I need. All right, moving on to this shoe shelf. I mean, it's just a shelf situation. It could be for anything, but I put my shoes there, especially my witchy boots. I have my whole boot collection on this shelf area, and I'm going through and dusting them off and also wiping down the shelves. And I'm going one shelf at a time. So that way, once again, if I have to hit some sort of stopping point, or if I just need to go to bed or just come back another day, who knows, I'm going one shelf at a time. So I don't have shoes all over the floor, or I don't know. It makes it easier to go one shelf at a time. So this is one of those things that I would have done all in one sitting, not one shelf at a time, but now this made it really easy to where I could always just come right back to it. But yeah, so here I'm dusting off my boots, getting them put back, tying the little laces, getting them looking all fancy and ready for the spring and summer season. Yes, I love wearing boots. I don't know. And let me know down in the comments if you're also an all year round boot wearer, because I love a good boot even in the summer. You got to get them ready to go. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Oh, I also had a space there. Did I end up putting anything there? Because I did get rid of some shoes. Some of them just didn't fit me anymore, or just weren't, I don't know, just weren't my style anymore. But yeah, so I actually had places for all of my boots now and was able to display everything. Okay, moving on to this little cubbyhole shelf thing where I keep my jeans and some overalls and pants and stuff like that. And then on the bottom in the baskets, I keep sweaters in one and shorts in the other and a couple blue jeans in there. I'm going through wiping everything down and going through all my jeans, my pants. I ended up trying them on and getting rid of what didn't fit me or what I didn't like anymore, wasn't my style, and keeping what does fit and what I like. And yeah, so here I'm just folding up what I kept, some overalls and jeans. So I put all my overalls and some non-jean pants on the left-hand side, and then put all my denim on the right-hand side. And then under here, once again, I'm going through more, this is more shorts and blue jeans kind of stuff. Or I think I had some white jeans. I don't think I've ever worn them in my life. But anyway, yeah, you see me tossing those light wash jeans. I just can't. I don't know. Every time I think I'm going to wear light wash jeans, I just go straight back to black. It's just, I can't help it. I don't know if anyone else is like that. Well, anyway, so going through everything here. And then I'm also going through these, what is this? Where does this come from? I think these are the boxes that I pulled off the top of my, like the shelf at the very top of my closet. I pulled those down earlier when we were clearing everything out, and now I'm just going through them. But they have sweaters in them, mainly my Halloween sweaters. And I love a good Halloween sweater, everybody. But I am just getting rid of the ones that no longer fit me or that aren't my style. And then I am reorganizing them. So I have all my black and white ones in one box. By the way, these boxes, they're from Joann's, everybody. Let's have a moment of silence for our ghoul Joanne, everybody. I miss her, and I miss these boxes. These were my favorite boxes to get around Halloween season, and they are unmatched. I haven't found anything like them. I love these boxes. So here I'm just loading them up with sweaters and trinkets and things and putting them on my top shelf because I love the aesthetic. I wish I would have gotten more of those bat boxes because I would love just the bat boxes on the top, but I needed the skull ones as well. But dang it, I love those boxes. And I also had these little boxes also from Joann's. Man, anyone else missing Joanne out there? Okay, here I'm putting back I had 2 of these stacked on top of each other, and they were always overflowing, and I didn't even know what was in half of them. So I got rid of a bunch of the stuff in these things, and I only stuck with my tried and true bras. So I put that in this organizer, and then, oh man, I got rid of a bunch of my underwear. I swear some of my underwear could have been an ancient artifact. I don't even know where they came from. And then I also have my Skims bralettes. So I have my Skims underwear, bras, bralettes. Honestly, I just wanted to strip this down, no pun intended, and keep it simple. I am so tired of making decisions, and this just makes it easier. I have all my underwear that I know fit, all my bras, bralettes. And then this organizer is from Target 500 years ago. They stopped selling this, or at least they did last I checked. And I'm so mad about it because I love that organizer. Okay, anyways. All right, I wanted to show here, I'd already put back my black clothing because I came to a stopping point I was not expecting, and it was nighttime, we had to get into bed, and I was like, I gotta move all of these clothes. So I put them in the closet, totally didn't film it, thought I'd film it later, and I didn't, but I wanted to show you guys what this side of the closet looked like when it was all smashed to one side. Hold on, let me go back and show you. All right, I just wanted to show how much clothes I got rid of on this side of the closet, this whole, my dark and strange and unusual side of the closet. This whole area was completely full and everything was all smashed together. And I want to show you how much I got rid of. Probably half of the whole rack I got rid of, and then, or donated. I didn't throw anything away, y'all. Okay, then I spread everything out, and look at the difference it makes. It makes such a huge difference when it comes to moving things around, putting things away, finding clothes. I am so relieved. This soothes my soul because I still have a lot of black clothes. I have plenty of options still for all different seasons, all different moods, but I didn't need to cram the whole thing and overstuff it. It's just, I feel so relieved. Okay, here we're round 2 of shoes. I think I got 3 rounds of shoes going on in this closet. I'm wiping down and dusting all of my shoes, and then I'm vacuuming this area. And I really don't prefer to dust and clean over my clothes, even though that shelf is deeper than it looks. So I didn't actually spray my clothes or anything. But the way the whole time situation went, I had already put away my clothes and I was moving on to my shoes. So it's just how everything went because I couldn't just empty out my entire closet and do it in one sitting. But that's all right. Like I mentioned, not going to be a perfectionist about it. I'm going to move on. So here I'm just cleaning off the top of that little cubby shelf thing and cleaning this. I do not know what spilled all over this tray, but it's all yellow now, which is sad. But I just flipped it around so the yellow faces the back, and I'll put my perfumes on it and you won't even be able to tell. Anyways, putting everything back on here. I want a better solution for my jewelry and stuff. So I don't know. I'm going to be looking for that while I'm out at Home Goods shopping around and stuff when we go out on the hunt. Because I have that little bracelet and necklace thing, but I don't know if I want a bigger jewelry box for this area. I don't know. I'll see what's out there. Okay, here I'm putting away my pants and my jeans back into this cubby. This is all just, I'm fitting everything in. It's totally out of order of what I would normally do, but we got it done. And now we're moving on to round 3 of boots. I've got my Doc Marten collection plus some other boots. I know. I love boots, you guys. I don't even have, I think I have like 2 pairs of sandals and basically all boots. I just love a good boot. If you love a good boot, let me know your favorite boots in the comments. I must know. As a boot nerd, I must know. All right, here just wiping everything down. And I also had a pool noodle, if you're wondering about the pool noodle. I had those for a taller boots, but never ended up using it, so I'm just going to take it to my mom's. All right, so here we're doing some more cleaning. And like I mentioned before, I did this in sections, so I'd already put these clothes back. I normally like to have these clothes off of the rack and wipe down the walls and have everything moved out of the way while I'm vacuuming and cleaning, but that's just not how it worked out in this video, and I had to let it go, and I still wanted to get down there and clean at least the baseboards and get everything wiped down and vacuumed. So again, it didn't get done perfectly the way I wanted it to get done, but again, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to let it go. And it got done. And all my clothes are still in one piece. They didn't get vacuumed up. So I think we're okay. So I'm putting everything back. And then I'm vacuuming some more with my handy dandy Dyson. You know I am. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to mop a little bit with my favorite. I love the Method, the one that smells like almond. Oh, it's so good. So I love when my closet smells like that fresh almond smell. It smells so good. And then after this, I wanted to bring in the trash bags to show you guys how much I donated. And okay, I think I have 5 bags. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe 4.5-ish. These are all going to be donated. And then, and then I put my little ghosty bag there. And then I also have the box that I set aside. Okay, here are the before and afters. I'm so excited. Here's the before. Looks terrible. Absolutely a disgrace. Look at the afters. So good. It feels so good every time. That before and after just gets me. It motivates me. Now I want to do my whole house, in which we will. So stay tuned for that. If you like cleaning and organizing videos, they're coming because I am so inspired now. I just want to clean home, and I want to make my life a little bit easier. And I feel like that was my goal here. And I feel like we did accomplish it. Do I still have a lot of clothes? Heck yeah, I do. Do I have a lot of purses and shoes? Yeah. But I don't have extra boxes of shoes laying around, crumbling everywhere or falling apart. I can actually put away clothes after I wash them now, which was not a thing before. I can actually pull clothes out when I want to wear something, and I can actually step inside of my closet now. So we did it, everybody. We cleaned this closet together. So thank you so much for hanging out here and keeping me company and cleaning and organizing and decluttering and all the things with me. Hope you enjoyed hanging out here and cleaning my closet with me. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say, hey, ghoul, hey, down in the comments, because you know I love talking to you. And anything else we jabbed our jaws about in this video that you want to talk about down in the comments, let's jab our jaws. Thank you so much for hanging out here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.